Morning, folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey this glorious Monday morning. Hoping you're having an outstanding Monday. My name is Bruce Dickey. My guest today is Wayne County Sheriff Mike Everett. How you doing, Mike?
I'm great, thank you.
Thanks very much for coming up. We're going to talk about all kinds of different things going on with the Wayne County Sheriff's Department, and we'll do that here in a little bit. This is Cyber Monday.
Yes.
Are you going to do all your Christmas shopping today?
I did a little bit of shopping.
I wear 4X tall.
Okay. I did a little looking this morning before I left to come up here, but I haven't bought anything yet.
Well, we'll figure. I'll let you know what's going on. Okay. That's coming up. This is, as I said, Cyber Monday. Hope everyone is having a good day. It is Monday, November 26th. Hope everybody is. I'm still a little bit queasy after all the Thanksgiving turkey and stuff, but I'll get over it. And I suspect you will too. Not a lot of community events going on in the area today. As a matter of fact, there are no community events that I've been informed of going on in the area today. Kind of what happens after a holiday. That's just what happens. There might be something going on tomorrow. So, what do you want to do today? What do you want to watch on Wabash? There's all kinds of things to watch on Wabash on HBO tonight. That's channel 411. It's going to be at 9 o'clock. They've got a brand new documentary, The Truth About Killer Robots. Now, I must ask you, have you ever had to deal with a killer robot in your position as Wayne County Sheriff?
No, I have not yet.
No killer robots.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, see now you can watch tonight on HBO. Get The Truth About Killer Robots. It's actually a documentary, and apparently they're telling the truth about killer robots. I don't know what it is, but it's what it is. It's on HBO tonight at 9 o'clock on channel 411. Sports Wabash Catch TV tonight. Big game. We're getting back into the swing. We're going to have 3 games a week for the next 3 or 4 weeks. Take a week or 2 off for Christmas, and then have 3 or 4 games a week until the end of February. Tonight we've got the high school girls basketball over in Salem. It'll be Breeze Central at the Salem Lady Wildcats. The Lady Cats, I believe both those teams, I think Salem or Breeze is coming in undefeated. Breeze last season took 4th place in the state tournament, so they're a quality team. Should be a lot of fun tonight. That'll be the JV game starting at 6:15, and with the varsity contest to follow that. That's on Wabash Catch TV, channel 3 over in Salem, channel 100 or channel 25 here in Florida, and all elsewhere, just depending on. It's basically the same channel you're watching this right now. Also on YouTube at the Wabash Catch TV channel. What else is on? NCAA basketball tonight. The big series between the ACC and the Big Ten getting underway with Nebraska taking on Clemson. They'll be at Clemson, and that's at 6 o'clock tonight on ESPN2. That's channel 638. Also this evening at 6 o'clock on I believe it's on the SEC network, channel 639. Wofford is at South Carolina. And then at 8 o'clock tonight, also in that Big Ten ACC Challenge, Minnesota is at Boston College. That is on ESPN2. The Deuce, channel 638. Just 2 games tonight in that series. Therell be 6 games tomorrow and 6 games on Wednesday night as the Big Ten ACC Challenge continues. Not a whole lot of NCAA basketball, no NCAA football. NBA basketball, 1 game you can get on our stations. San Antonio is at Chicago tonight. That'll be on the NBC Sports Chicago channel. That's channel 643. And plus a big NFL game this weekend. It's Tennessee at Houston tonight on Monday Night Football. That is on ESPN channel 601. Kickoff will be tonight at 7:15, and hope you all enjoy that. If you haven't watched football over this weekend, you haven't turned the TV on.
No.
There's been all kinds of football.
Almost more than you could watch.
Did you?
If there is such a thing.
Did you watch much football this week?
That's all I did.
That's all he is. Hey, that's fine.
Cooked and watch football.
Cooked and watch football. That's Mike Everett. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be back. We're going to talk about all kinds of different things. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department. Mike's a brand newly re-elected sheriff, and we're going to talk about that. All kinds of things when we return. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV, over in Salem on Channel 3, here in Flora, Channel 100 or Channel 25. Same thing for Jeff, Sisney, Louisville, wherever you are. Also online at Wabash Catch TV or the Big Talk with Bruce Dickey channel. We do appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. We'll be right back with Mike Everett. Stick around.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My guest today is Mike Everett, and he is the Wayne County Sheriff. He's been the Wayne County Sheriff. I must ask, I forget how long is it? Is it 4 years, 8 years? How long you been there?
8 years.
8 years. Yeah. How much has changed in sheriffing in just the 8 years you've been doing that versus maybe even because you've been in law enforcement now for over 20 years, right?
20 years.
How much has changed for the last 20 years?
Oh my goodness. It's amazing what has changed in not only the law enforcement side of things, but the way you report things, the way things are dealt with, the scrutiny involved. Obviously, if you look nationwide at policing, it's very different. The laws that have changed in Illinois in how we do things and how we are policed, if you will, by legislation has changed a lot over the last 20 years. It's changed a lot over the last 5 or 6 years.
Is that right?
In that area.
What's forcing the change in the last recent years? I mean, I can understand over the 20 years you have, it seems like a lot of things are glacial change. You know what I'm saying?
Technology.
Technology is speeding things up, huh?
Yes. Technology is probably the biggest thing that you see from 20 years ago to today, how fast things are, how quick the process is, how it helps us to do things as far as report writing, the advent of the body cameras and the in-car cameras. But over the last 4 or 5 years, I think the issues that have happened nationwide as far as the policing, the issues that have been at the forefront, whether it be shootings, anything, any sort of abuses as far as physically or whatever by law enforcement.
Or perceived.
Perceived, yes. Those things have forced changes legislatively that have made the landscape of policing much different than it was when I started.
That's that's the thing. It's like anything else. You kind of have to roll with the times too, don't you?
Yes, absolutely.
Mike, you were talking about you've been elected twice now, 3 times now.
Yes,
as Wayne County Sheriff, and had no opponent in the general election this time.
Right.
That must be a lot off your mind.
It's very much less stressful. Yes. Yes.
One would think so.
Yes.
One would think so. There are folks every 4 years. Sheriffs go at the same time in Illinois all over the state, don't they?
Yes.
This has been somewhat of an interesting election year, hasn't it? If not for you, for a lot of folks around the area, right?
Well, I think you see 4 years ago and this cycle, we've had 80% of the sheriffs in Illinois are new.
Is that right?
Yes. Between last election cycle and this election cycle, 80% are new folks.
Is that typical turnover?
No. I think there's just been a lot of retirement. You see a lot of guys retired that have been there for a long time. Last election cycle, you had a 10-term and a 9-term sheriff both retire.
Yeah.
This time, there was an 8-term sheriff in Montgomery County that retired. So there were a lot of open slots from retirement, guys that have been there 5, 6, 7, 8 terms, and it's just, I guess, the natural order of things that it's turnover this time.
Were there any interesting races? Because I mean, since you didn't have one of your own, I'm assuming that you keep track of the occasional elections elsewhere.
Oh, sure. Because over the last 8 years, you get to know people, throughout the state, whether it be up in Joe Daviess County, up in Galena, or whether it be in Cairo, you learn and get to meet all these guys, and you become friends with a lot of them. So you keep track of their elections and how they've done, or if they're retiring. Generally, you know their chief deputy or the people that might be running in their county. So I've kept a close eye on all the races.
Where were the close ones?
Jefferson was very close.
Really?
Macon was very close. Those are the 2 closest ones that I know of that were, I don't know if Macon has been decided yet.
Oh, really?
If it has been, I've not heard.
3.5 weeks later.
Yeah, and Jefferson was 67 votes, I believe.
Jefferson County, that would have 30,000 residents, probably 15,000 votes, I bet.
Maybe, yeah. If they had a good turnout, it would have been 15, maybe.
Wow. That's interesting. So now when you have 80% turnover, you've got 102 counties in the state of Illinois.
Right.
So you have 80 new sheriffs basically in the last 4 years then.
Yes.
And there are probably not as many of them. There are probably some who don't have as much training as others going in, aren't there?
Sure. When you look at the newly elected sheriff in Montgomery County, for instance, Rick has been the undersheriff for Sheriff Vazzi for 18 years.
Yeah.
So he comes in with a huge leg up on someone like me, for instance, who
Yeah.
came from a different department.
Came from a city department.
Right. So he had a huge leg up. And there are those guys out there that have been chief deputies or have worked in their sheriff's offices for a long time, and they have a distinct advantage over those that don't, whether they come from an outside agency, the state police, Secretary of State, or a municipal police department. They definitely have a huge advantage.
Talking here with Mike Everett, Wayne County Sheriff. How do these guys get up to speed then?
Well, one of the things that the Illinois Sheriff's Association, along with the Illinois Training and Standards Board, their executive institute, they put on a week-long new sheriff management institute in Springfield.
Really?
Yes. They come in on Sunday and they stay through Thursday, and each day there are classes from attorneys, other sheriffs. They bring in other speakers from outside to get them up to speed on what they need to learn, whether it be about the civil process stuff, serving papers, lawsuits, all the things that you can expect when you become sheriff, how to deal with the jail. The Department of Corrections comes in and talks to them about jail standards. There's just a week-long group of classes that they sit through that helps them to get up to speed, or at least partially up to speed.
Well, see, that's my question. That's my other question. I mean, a week to catch up on that. I'm certain these guys are getting hit with information that's blowing them out, just like the old speaker commercials where the guy was sitting in the chair just blowing stuff away from him.
Yes, because if they've never worked a budget before, if they've not dealt with vendors before, whether it be your inmate phone systems or any of the things that you deal with, there's a lot of information that you get hit with on December 1 or whenever you get sworn in. There's a lot of things that you have to deal with that you don't realize, whether it be courthouse issues, because you are the custodian of the courthouse,
right?
And all of those things, you just don't realize how much you have to do until you sit in that chair.
What was the biggest thing, your least expected thing that hit you 8 years ago?
I think the courthouse was probably the biggest thing.
Well, it was before the renovation too, right?
Yes, that was probably the biggest thing. You're responsible for this. You find out a lot of times what you're responsible for. They will call, you're responsible for this, and you have to go deal with it. Whether it be a new boiler system, the air conditioning's down, hey, Sheriff, you need to fix this. All of those things, that was probably the biggest surprise, if you will, or the biggest thing I had to deal with was just all of the stuff that goes on over there.
Well, did you attend the seminar this year?
I did. I spoke on a couple of panels. This time, one on budgets, because they usually will have a large county sheriff, a medium.
Well, you're 6'7", so you're not a small.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean different kind of
sizes? Yes.
Oh, I see. Large counties.
Yes, large county. Yeah. They will have someone from, say, St. Clair County, or this time it was from Rock Island County.
Okay.
Sheriff Bustos from Rock Island County came, and then someone from a medium-sized sheriff's office, and then a small, which would be us.
So what else did you talk about? I guess just kind of trying to get the folks to understand what's going to hit them, right?
Right. When you're looking at budgetary issues, you're looking at someone like us with just over $1 million in budget, or someone in a large county who may have upwards of $25 or $30 million in budget. So it's all the same.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how many zeros.
It's a matter of economies of scale, isn't it?
It is.
Wow.
You still deal with the same things. It's just a matter of scale and perspective.
I'll be doggone. Talking here today with Mike Everett. He's the Wayne County Sheriff. We're going to talk about all kinds of different things when we return. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. They've got new body cams. I'm going to figure out how that all works too when we return. Watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV, in Salem on Channel 3, in Fairfield, Sisney, Jeff, Flora, Louisville, Channel 100 or Channel 25. Thanks very much. Be right back.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My guest today, it is Wayne County Sheriff Mike Everett. We do appreciate you tuning in here this morning. Thank you so much. We are talking about a variety of things, and I kind of mentioned before we left that I tell you what, before I get to the body cams, you mentioned earlier the activities of the Southern Illinois Southern Illinois Drug Task Force.
Well, what we have now.
Or is there something new?
Yeah, this is something different. This would be the Wayne County Drug Task Force.
Wayne County Drug Task Force. Tell me about that.
We don't supply anybody to the Southern Illinois Drug Task Force. That's state police ran. Mm-hmm. We work with them.
Yeah.
But what we wanted to do was get something together in Wayne County that we could utilize our resources, the city police department's resources, and Wayne City's resources, and combine those together and be able to allow, what it does is allows the Fairfield Police Department guys and the Wayne City police officer to go out into the county and work under our authority and be able to go out and help us and work together on cases.
Presuming it's mainly a gather and share information type of thing, or?
Right. Yes. Sergeant Odie heads it up, and he does a great job. It's information sharing and then jointly going out and working these cases, working the informants, working the cases, and trying to put a dent in what's going on, in Fairfield and all around Wayne County.
Over the course of the 8 years that you've been sheriff and over the whole county, do you see, and until they're legalized, presumably there'll always be it's the same thing with guns. Outlaws will have guns if they're illegal, but outlaws will have drugs. People are going to get drugs. Do you see the abuse though at a level of a changed level from when you began, or how do you see it going, up or down?
It shifts sideways. It seems like I don't know that it's up or that it's down. It's just a different type now. Before, when I first started,
it was methamphetamine.
Oh, and it was cooking all over the place. When I was first starting, and then when Sheriff McCulley was in there, and I had my canine, I was with those guys all the time out in the county. We went from search warrant to search warrant.
Yeah.
Now it's not as much cooking as it is shipping in.
Really?
They're bringing it in, and it's the crystal methamphetamine that they're bringing in from other places. And so that's an influx that we've seen. We don't see as many bath salts as we did, but those are still prevalent.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like, I mean, maybe it's 3 or 4 years ago when bath salts all of a sudden came onto the scene in Wayne County in southern Illinois. And I had and still have a difficult time getting my head around what a bath salt is.
It's hard to explain. It's basically just a chemical compound that they make up, and they use it to ingest however they ingest it. I don't know why the bath salts name came up. I wonder if it's no different than the K2 was an incense.
I see.
You know, when the K2 first came out, it was labeled as an incense. So I think that's probably part of it. But anyway, the bath salts are an issue. Of course, prescription abuse is still...
Well, that's, we hear more and more and more this day and age about opioids.
Right.
And opioid abuse. And do you see more of that over the time, I guess?
Yeah, for us, more in a prescription setting than the heroin. Or the heroin / fentanyl, but it is around here. I just read something on the news this morning that Madison County has broken their record for opioid-induced overdoses this year.
That's just nuts.
90 plus that they have had this year. Which I think 91 was the previous record, and they've gone over that this year with, a month to go.
Had you ever heard of fentanyl, by the way, before you became sheriff?
Yeah, because the patches.
Oh, I see.
The fentanyl patches that you could get prescription-wise, that was something that I'd heard of, but now with them mixing it with the heroin and creating that carfentanil that's extremely dangerous. We've had trainings and bulletins sent out to us about wearing gloves, masks.
Tell me a little bit about that. I don't know if, and I'm not sure if you'd heard about what happened in Brooklyn. Did you hear about the strip club?
No.
The fentanyl at the strip club. Tell me the dangers of handling fentanyl, and I'll tell you what I heard about one over there.
Well, what has happened in multiple occasions, when you're doing a search of a vehicle or a search of a house, if you come into contact with that substance without any protection on, it will absorb into your skin, and you can OD. Just through that contact.
This is the officer,
right? This is the officer doing the searching. Yes.
There was an incident in. I'm trying to remember who was telling me the story, but it was at a strip club over in the Brooklyn area or Madison County, whatever it is, St. Clair County, which one? And they had a man and a woman were in the back room like they do tend to go to. The man passed out. Apparently, he had OD'd on a particular level of fentanyl, and so the lady gets out of the room and calls for help, goes back to try to help the guy. She passes out because she is hands to the guy trying to.
Sure.
They bring in the emergency personnel. 2 of those people end up in the hospital as well, and I had never. It was difficult to conceive of a powerful substance like that, able to get. And they were wearing gloves. It got through their latex gloves.
Well, and a lot of times, if it's dried and you're searching and you stir that dust up, if you inhale it,
that must have been kind of what happened.
I would say probably so, because they've pushed out bulletin after bulletin, safety bulletins to us regarding handling that, and make sure you have your proper protective equipment, gloves, masks, things of that nature, because it'll kill you in a heartbeat.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's a killer.
Yes.
This is basically you're taking a sleeping juicer,
Right.
A killer. Are there protective measures that law enforcement has to take in dealing in handling these substances? Are they similar or dissimilar to what you were using with methamphetamine cooks whenever you were dealing with that?
Very similar for different reasons, obviously, because with the meth cooks and things like that, you were worried about the toxic fumes, the gases that were coming off. They were harmful in different ways. But this is more, it's basically you're ODing on fentanyl or an opioid that will just basically stop your heart.
I know you try to. I know you have the occasional trips to classrooms and things like that, and try to inform the public about that. What can you do? How can you help combat this, if it's coming on as such epidemic? Are there things that you, as a law enforcement officer, can do to inform the public more?
Well, I think just be aware of, first of all, be aware of your prescriptions. If you have fentanyl patches for pain relief or anything like that, make sure you keep track of those, because those are a fairly hot commodity, as selling black market, however you want to say it. But just handling those properly, just keeping an eye out, that's about all you can do.
Whenever you Wayne County, the Wayne County, your department had a nice bust about a year and a half ago in Wayne City, the heroin bust.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have? Did you? And this was a big bust. Did you find stuff there that you were surprised about, the level of like fentanyl or anything like that?
No, if memory serves, it was just the heroin tabs is all we had. Yes, it was, and cash and guns at the time. So.
Wow. Talking today with Wayne County Sheriff Mike Everett. We're talking about all kinds of different things. We're going to talk about, I mentioned body cameras a little bit ago. When we come back, they have received body cameras, and they are now in use in Wayne County, and we'll talk about how that works when we return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey and my guest Mike Everett. We'll be back right after these words. Please stick around.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area, with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics, located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City, allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Your call Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Thanks so much for tuning in. My guest today is Wayne County Sheriff Mike Everett. We're talking about a variety of subjects. Okay, innovations.
Yes.
You've got to be making changes all the time, don't you? And recently, the Wayne County Sheriff's Department got a grant for body cameras. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we learned about a grant through the Illinois Training and Standards Board that you could use to buy both in-car cameras and then the body cams.
Oh, really?
And
so you put in-car cams too, huh?
We put new ones in. Ours that we had were at least 8 years old. They were there whenever I got there. So, as technology goes, they were way outdated.
Yeah.
And so we got new body cams and the in-car cameras that go along and match up with those. So we got those installed, and we have two for the jail. So the correction officers wear body cams when they are in the back as well. So that has been a huge upgrade. It's taken us a while to get them implemented.
Yeah.
But it's been a great upgrade for us.
Well, you've got to make procedure changes and all kinds of stuff when did you finally get them started, do you think?
About 3 weeks ago.
Really?
Yep. We got them started then.
What are you was your department personnel happy to change?
At first, no, because
it's change.
It is, and change is bad.
Yeah. Can be.
And I remember when I was with Fairfield Police Department and we got our first in-car cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just thought Big Brother was watching and that, that was going to be the end of all things. But as you go, you learn that it is as much a protection for you as it can be to harm you.
Really?
If you're doing the right things and doing things the right way, all that does is help protect you if there's a complaint or if there's a problem in court. That is a backup for you, basically a living, breathing report of what happened. And so it is a good thing. And I think they've warmed up to that since then.
How many different this rural area, small counties, how many different departments around here have been able to implement body cams?
A lot of them have. Fairfield Police Department had them before we did. They had them implemented for quite some time. But the more you hear, there are some guys that have gone to those other offices, sheriff's offices and departments, but some have held the line of not until they're mandatory, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. They're going to be sometime, aren't they?
At some point, they're going to mandate something along those lines, but it has not been an issue for us yet. It's been a good thing.
How do they work on if you've got the new cameras in the car as well? How does that work? They're not on all the time, I presume, when you're in your car?
No, the car cameras are always recording, if that makes sense, but they're not.
They have a lag.
Yes, so there's a pre-event. That they have. When they turn on, they can go back, I believe it's 30 seconds before. And then if you're doing a traffic stop and you hit your lights, your car camera comes on, and then the body cam activates as well.
So these are basically wireless and they're tied into each other, presumably?
Yes.
That's just crazy. Speaking of things that have changed in 8 years.
Yes, it's amazing, the technology difference.
when do they turn on? I guess whenever, does it automatically kick on if you hit your siren or something? Or?
As soon as you turn the lights on.
No kidding.
When you hit the lights, the car camera comes on. You can turn it on manually, but that's when it comes on, when the lights come on. And it's even such, we've not got it set up yet because we had a server crash and had to get a new server put in. But we've even got it set to where when they pull in the parking lot, there is a wireless antenna that will be on the side of the building, and it will automatically download the cameras to our server while the vehicles are sitting in the parking lot.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
That is fancy.
Yeah, it is. It's very nice.
Well, it's you know, you've only had them for 3 weeks. You really haven't had a chance to see what they do or how effective. Right. Have you heard from other sheriffs that have used them, that have used them, I guess, to save their cans, huh?
Yes, a lot of them have talked about being in the jail setting and how that has helped in the jail setting as well, defend against complaints or suits or anything that might be going on. And it also adds a level of accountability to the officer, whether it be in the jail or out on the street. It adds a level of accountability for them to do what they're supposed to be doing as well.
It's 2018, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow. Is there like one central? I guess I'm trying to think about where all the data is kept, because you know, I was watching James Bond Casino Royale the other night. You know, it's Daniel Craig. It's just 2006, and he went into somebody's security thing,
right?
And he was getting the disc for a particular day, and all this kind of stuff. It's not like that anymore, is it?
Well, we don't do to the cloud. We have a central server in our building that everything goes to, and so it's similar to that, just maybe a little more high speed.
You're not going to tell me how it works, are you?
No.
You're not telling me at all.
No. But it does. All of it runs to a central server in our building.
Wow, that's wild. That's just crazy. Well, you know, that's the thing. It's how much that cost? I mean, what would the grant? I guess the grant paid for most of it, or all of it?
Yes, most of it. The only thing that the grant did not pay for was any extra batteries or things that we needed for the body cams, because they don't last for a whole shift.
Yeah.
So you have to have extra or extended batteries, and I think $25,000 worth of
your side.
No, that's the grant side. Our side was about $6,000 or $7,000.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
How many cameras?
6 car cameras and 9 body cams.
I'm astonished by the cheapness of that.
Yeah. As technology, it's like anything else with TVs. When the 4Ks come out, you're going to spend X number of dollars. Yeah. Well, 2 years later, that same 4K,
5K or whatever.
Yeah, that same 4K TV 2 years later is going to be less than half of what it was when it came out. And technology is much the same. Everything is smaller. It's easier to build, and so it's becoming cheaper and cheaper. It's still expensive, but it's cheaper.
Well, you mentioned $25,000. I know how much cameras and stuff cost in this room, and that's a pretty nice deal. But now you don't have the quality of the cameras to make you and me look this good.
Well, that's true. That's high quality.
It has to be. It has to be tremendously high quality. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Mike Everett's my guest, Wayne County Sheriff. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. They've got a drug take-back program going on, as well as all kinds of other things. We'll be back right after these words.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching. Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My guest today, it's Wayne County Sheriff Mike Everett. We're talking about a wide variety of different subjects. And you just completed, now this might have made more sense probably to talk about during the, when we were talking about the fentanyl and stuff like that, but yeah. You just, and I guess most sheriff's departments have some kind of drug take-back program, right? Yes.
Not only do we have the box in our office, the bin, if you will, that you can drop off year-round, every day.
Do people do that?
Yeah, yes. People are fantastic. They come in, and you'll see people come in and drop a plastic bag full of meds every so often. I mean,
is that right?
Yeah, I have to empty it probably every other month, and it's a big bin, so there's a lot of drugs in there.
Where do they go? Because let's tell everybody why this is done anyway.
The reason that we do this is for folks to have an opportunity to get rid of the old narcotics and drugs that they have. That way, it's not stolen and or abused.
Stolen, abused, or into the food chain.
Right. And you don't want to flush them down the toilet. Yeah. You don't want to do any of that. So we have this take-back box, and we're able to do that. Well, the DEA twice a year in April and in October September, October, have a drug take-back day. And what we do then is we have people from all over the county. They will bring and put it either in our box, or we have a box sitting out there, and we package all of it up. The DEA sends us boxes and labels and everything else, and we ship it to them, and they incinerate everything.
Boy, now we were talking about how powerful the smell would be from the vapor from just the fentanyl. I imagine there is nobody let anywhere near a drug incinerator.
Oh, I wouldn't think so. I mean,
you ever seen how it works?
Yes, I have. We've done some of it at White County.
Really?
White County has an incinerator through Elastec.
No kidding.
And we have gone down there and taken stuff down there to incinerate. It's a fantastic process.
I imagine it's fascinating. How's it work?
It's just basically huge 55-gallon drums, and they superheat it in there, and
it's gone.
And it's gone. Yeah.
How hot does it get to burn off?
I don't know how hot it is. It was fun to watch, though. Anytime you can.
What, burn stuff?
Yeah, burn stuff.
Boys with toys.
Yeah, as long as you don't put any inhalers or anything in there, you're safe.
Pop them. Yeah, you don't want that. See, now there you go. There lies another question. When folks are turning in these drugs, they're turning in the whole bottle and everything, aren't they?
There's signs on ours. No sharps. No, and that includes the insulin stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, no needles, and then no any aerosols or
puffers.
Yeah, puffers of any kind. So a lot of times when I'm dumping the box and putting it into the boxes to ship, I will check through and make sure there aren't any of those things and get them out and dispose of them properly.
People will try to do all kinds of things. Have you ever had anybody try to break into something like that?
No, it's in our office.
No,
so it's on camera. They would have a hard time doing that.
I could see somebody trying.
Oh, sure, and it's amazing how much is in there. I have gotten out and looked at some of the prescription bottles, and the giant prescription bottles that are, I don't know, 2 inches in diameter.
Sure.
And,
the 90-day supplies.
Yeah, chock full of hydrocodone.
Really?
Oh, probably 250 tabs in there.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money, and there'll be 4 or 5 of those giant prescription bottles in the same bag, and I assume it is they're getting their prescription filled for an extended period of time, and so.
And they've gotten over whatever the problem was.
Right, or a loved one has passed away, and they're bringing in those. They just got a refill of all these prescriptions, and they're bringing them in, and that's where we see a lot of it, is where people are bringing in a loved one's prescriptions, when they've passed on, and they want to get rid of all the medicines that they had in the house.
How many you say? So you'll take it up to Springfield or somewhere to burn twice a year.
Right.
How many pounds do you think you're taking?
This last time, I think we had a little over 150 pounds
of
pills and whatnot, and that's
a lot of pills.
That's not the most we've had. We've had over 200 pounds before
of pills.
Yes.
Garbage bags? I mean, is it?
The DEA will send us shipping boxes, and inside it are heavy duty plastic bags.
I see.
We fill those bags up, seal them, and then put the box lid on, seal it up, and send it FedEx.
I'm such a practical guy. I just like, that's why I'm asking you the questions. I try to figure out how it works.
Right.
That's just wild.
It's a great process.
It's a good program.
Right. It is, and the Sheriff's Association has partnered with some other agencies to make sure that each sheriff's office in Illinois has a take-back box.
Yeah.
I think it's called the P2D2 program. And what that does is allows each sheriff's office to make sure that they have at least one, if not more than one if they want it, boxes for them to have, for folks to come and bring those prescriptions in.
Well, it's a fine thing. So if you do find yourself with a situation where you do have extra prescriptions and you need to get rid of them, they always take them up the sheriff's department.
Yes.
And that's in Clay County and Marion County, all Richland County, wherever we are, right?
Right.
Well, that's a way to think about it. Okay, usually on his travels, Mike I mentioned a little bit ago, you're not a small man,
right? No.
And you do have being 6'7" or 6 or 8 or whatever it is. You do have the occasional appetite.
Occasionally, yes.
Mike and I have had a running conversation whenever he's done these shows. We enjoy giving restaurant suggestions.
Yes.
Mike travels a lot around the state. I travel a lot around the state. What do you have for me today, Mike?
Well, as we were talking earlier, Hoyleton is
Hoyleton, Illinois.
Yes.
The home of the Hoyleton Hofbrau Fest right there on that poster.
Yes. Kretzer's in Hoyleton. I had heard about it for years, had never gone, went over my anniversary week.
What did the wife think about the anniversary week in small town Hoyleton, Illinois?
You know, she was good with it. She was excited to go.
Was she surprised?
No, with me, she's never surprised about stuff like that.
This must not have been a zero number.
No, this was 22.
Oh, okay.
No, we went with her sister and brother-in-law up there, and wow.
Kretzer's.
Yeah, all you can eat crab legs.
They have it's Saturday night.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
All you can eat crab legs.
Yeah.
And it's not cheap, is it?
No, it depends if you want king or snow crab.
Which did you get?
Oh, I got the king.
Why in the world would anybody buy snow crab?
That's what my wife got.
When you have king available.
I don't know. I think she thinks that the snow tastes better. The king is too big.
Snow but with snow it's so much more work.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of more is better, bigger is better. So that's why I went with the king.
Tell everybody about the how this king crab works.
Well, you order it and
order the all you can eat,
and as long as you keep telling them, they'll keep bringing you plates of it.
And it's in the shell.
Yes. Yeah.
And you do have a little work to do.
Yes, a little bit.
But it comes on a platter this big.
Yeah, it's healthy.
It is not for the faint of heart.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
How much do you recall any total?
I quit after the 7th plate.
You quit after 7th plate.
Yeah, I quit.
Now it's only the first one that's like this.
Yeah,
and it is. Yeah. Got to be over a pound of legs.
Oh, absolutely.
On the first one, pound and a half.
Yeah, easy.
And then they keep bringing another leg or two or three.
Yeah, and this with the salad bar there, it's fantastic. So it's a lot of food, but I did not wilt under the pressure.
You were. You're very proud.
Yeah, I rose to the occasion. I wanted to get my money's worth.
Well, see, now that's the thing. It's when you're in a store and you look at how much king crab legs cost. Because I'll buy king crab legs once or twice a year, anniversary, that kind, like you said, anniversary. But I'm too cheap. I do it at home. But you're looking at $15-$20 a pound.
Yeah,
for good king crab legs.
Yeah,
and the reason I know this is because I think we were there the same night or the night before, or the same weekend at the same place, had the same thing.
Yes,
it's only $50.
$50.
$50 and change, something like that, for all you can eat king crab legs.
Right,
and it's outstanding.
It is. It's really, really good. Highly recommend it.
Highly. The salad bar at Kretzer's.
Good. It's well worth it. You could get full on the salad bar. You don't want to, but you could.
They have chili on the salad bar.
Yes.
They have other like noodle soup, chicken noodle soup or something on there.
Very good.
And salads, not just. You're not just getting.
It's not just lettuce.
And those are homemade salads up there. They got a pasta salad. Mm-hmm. So I did not realize he was going to recommend Kretzer's whenever you got in, but that's a good one.
Yeah, it's well worth the drive. It's an hour from Fairfield. Less from here.
Yeah, oh yeah, it'd be not that much less. Probably about the same.
You could run right across 50 and.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I think then you'd have to drop down.
Yeah, but it's worth the drive. I really enjoyed it, and I can't think of any place else. I'm such a creature of habit. When I'm in Springfield, I eat at basically the same places.
Where's a good place in Springfield?
Oh my!
Well, give me a good sandwich in Springfield.
Ooh, well, if you're in Springfield, you need to eat a horseshoe. And if you're going to eat a horseshoe in Springfield, I highly recommend Darcy's Pint.
Really?
In Springfield.
Is Darcy's Pint, they were one of the inventors, weren't they? Or
yes.
They claim to be.
Yes. And it's one of the best shoes in town.
There you go.
I highly recommend that.
There you go. Darcy's Pint, Springfield, Illinois, or Kretzer's in Hoyleton, Illinois. Mike, thanks again.
Thanks for
coming in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a good time. That's Mike Everett. You've been watching a Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Again, tune in tonight. We've got basketball on tap, girls basketball over in Salem. Do check that out. We'll be back tomorrow with Zach Steele. Everybody have a great day. Talk to you soon.